What is up, everyone? Welcome back here in another Call of Dragons video. So today I think I broke the game. I think I've finally realized how to break this war pets. So I'm gonna share this knowledge to you guys as I've figured things out in here on how to be more successful on dropping a skill in Call of Dragons War Pets. My name is Shinchi42. Feel free to subscribe if you're a gamer. We make other videos in here as well. If you want to support us, check out our video contents in this channel. So I think I've figured out how to break the system and crack the system about the war pets in here. You guys know how expensive it is, how many times you and I have wasted so much money into the war pets and not dropping into the correct spot. So before we get started in here, I want to ask you something real quick. How would you rate your difficulty in the war pets of Call of Dragons in scale of 1 to 10? Please do comment, take the time. I know maybe some of you guys, don't have the time to comment, but maybe this time you guys would take that time to at least give us a little bit of input on how difficult it is. So after this video, once you do the practice that I'm going to explain to you guys, you can then let me know after the video, once you try the practice, and how difficult it is to work onto the war pets. I think there's a little bit of trick in here, and I kind of figured things out in here, and I wish I should have figured this out sooner. I think there are players who have figured this out sooner and never shared the information. So I figured this out today. I kind of explained this to Solidus. I ran it through him, and it makes sense for both of us. So this is how things are going to go. So as you can see in here, we have this stripe bear. Let me give you an example for now. This stripe bear has 4 skills slots, technically. And you're wondering, well, Shin, what do you mean by 4 skill slots? It has 8 skill slots in here. Well, think about this. I have a skill in here, skill or a talent, and then skill. Technically, these 3 skills in here can be overlap. Yes. And then also I can add a new skill into the stripe bear in here onto this empty slot. So as I try to add a skill in here, you can see it overlaps the heart wall. All right, because it can overlap into these. It will never add into these 1, 2, 3, 4. It will never add into this. So technically you can only add into these 4 slots. If I got lucky with the Semantic Might, I can add this into this empty slot in here. But I didn't get lucky. So off the video in here, I added the heart wall into my Berserk Phaedric in here just to test things out. And behold, I was right. I will have the probability of landing into all these 3. And then this empty slot, which my heart wall went to the empty slot. It could never add into this. It will never be like skill, 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 blank, skill. It doesn't work that way. So even in here, if I add a new skill in here, it will never be skill, 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 blank, 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 skill, blank, right? It doesn't work that way. It's always going to be skill, 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 skill. So technically, even if you have 8 slots open in here, these 1, 2, 3, 4 doesn't really activate yet. But you can trick the system and activate it. So here's the thing. I'm going to save you guys a lot of money. And man, you got to drop like onto this video because you're going to save a lot of money. And a lot of the free-to-play will also be able to succeed in here as well. My goal in here is to save you guys some money and be successful within the game. Let's break the system in here. And maybe they'll update this. Who knows? Anyway, so I'm going to show you guys in here this Berserk Phaedric. I'll give you an example of what I'm going to do, all right? Hopefully, this will work, okay? So, as you can see, I technically right now have only 3 slots. So, if I add a skill in here right now, I have 33% chance, or 33 point something, right? Chance to basically drop it into my talent and overlap it, drop into my Terror Barrier, and drop it into the empty slot. 33% chance is pretty high for me to end up dropping into the talent, and that is one thing that we have to avoid. All right, so I need to lower the probability of dropping into this talent And how can I lower the probability of dropping into this talent? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to regenerate this Berserk Phage Drake, open up as many skills I can, fill that skills with relevant skills that are very, very cheap, and then I'm going to drop my 2-star Terrible Arrogance. All right, so let's do this in here. And by the way, guys, if you guys like to save money in Call of Dragons in this game, just support us in here. I'm going to try to do my best to guide you guys here in the game. All right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to regenerate this Berserk Phage Drake. All right, so the goal is to open up as many slots. If I can open 8 slots, that will be amazing. All right, so let's regen. And you guys already know how difficult it is to regen the pets in here. Absolutely crazy. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots in here. I'm gonna save this one. I'm gonna take this one, 5 slots. All right, let's go and regen more. All right, if as many slots as we can, I'm going to. This epic, it is better, but like I said, I want it to be more slots. So wait, you know what? I'm gonna stick with the strategy that we got. If I get an epic with a higher slots in here, then that's better. I have 268 regen, which is fine. We're just going to keep regenerating this into getting more slots. So the goal of this task is to have many skill slots. All right, that is the most important thing. If I can get 7 skill slots, that is better. But if I can get 8, that would be, you know, really, really good. So I'm not looking into the attributes right now. I can roll the attributes again later. But right now, I'm just rolling for skill slots in here. Man, I'm telling you, man, they're hating on us right now. They're not letting us get a lot of skill slots right now. Whoo, how am I going to do this test? But we got 245 still. We have a lot. Man, the skill slots. Oh, there we go. A legendary. All right, this is perfect. Increasing the agility, strength, and intelligence. Actually, all of it pretty decent in here. So I'm going to save this one. All right. So saving that. Now, I'm going to fill all of these in here. All of these. So basically, if we calculate this real quick. So basically, there's 100%, right? To get this in here. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide that into 7 basically. So we have roughly about 14% chance on dropping into each one in here. So meaning is that if I do this 14 minus 100, I have 86% chance on not dropping into the arrogance talent in here. So hopefully my math is correct. All right, so let's see. I'm going to fill this up with skills right now. I'm going to fill it up with somewhat relevant skills that I don't mind being replaced. All right, so I'm not going to put my Wild Chain Strike yet. So right now, in this situation, I technically still only have 3 slots, as I have explained to you earlier. This is why we're going to be adding some skills in here. So I'm going to add some cheap skills in here. There are going to be 40 ones in here that are okay to be replaced. All right, so I'm gonna add like Manic Might, which is still something useful in the in the pet. So I'm gonna learn that one, buy and learn. All right, I'm not gonna do a remind in here, and there we go. See, it's dropping into my Terra Barrier. So I'm gonna go and save that one because wait, should I save it that one? Terra Barrier Endurance. Yep, I'm gonna go save that one, replacing that. All right, so still 3 slots probability in here. All right, I'm going to add Shield Breaker this time. We're gonna add Shield Breaker, enemy defense, penetration. Once again, it is strength. All right, we're just doing the 40s in here. We don't want to go expensive. Buy and learn. See, it's dropping into my arrogance in here. See, the probability on dropping into this is very high. So I'm gonna click abandon right now. This is cheap way to do things. Buy and learn. All right, nope. Just gonna abandon that one. Same thing, buy and learn. There we go. We're gonna save this one in here. Now my probability increases now, right, to drop a 2-star talent, and my probability for dropping and overlapping into the talent arrogance is now lower. All right, so now we technically have 4 slots that a skill can drop. I'm gonna add the Swift Revenge, which is nope. I'm gonna add Beast Mark instead. All right, this is 40, adding Beast Mark. All right, into this one. We will have 3 strength by then, which is fine. Oh, wait. Let's look at my terrible arrogance. Is that going to be... That's going to be luck. Do I have good luck? Man, such a bad luck in here. Oh, decent. Okay. All right, so I'm going to add the beast mark in here. Crit damage. All right. And let's see where this is going to land into. Hopefully this will land into here, so I don't have to keep spending 40s in here. Buy and learn. All right, perfect. Nice. All right. So next, I'm going to fill all of these slots. You know what? Until here. We need to fill 2 more in here. So I need something cheap, 40, that I'm going to add in here. Great care. No, we can add a Terra Barrier, which we had earlier. We can add bristles as well. We can add these cheap ones in here. Track and Hunt, which is not bad as well. 40, 40. Yeah, we'll just do 2 of the endurances in here. We'll do the Terra Barrier. Buy and learn. Look at that, right? See, increasing the probability now on not landing into the talent. I'm going to abandon this one. I'm going to add this again. I need to proc it on this empty spot. All right, nope. And buy and learn, nope. All right, good, save. All right, now we're going to add 1 more into this slot in here. So this is going to be cheaper in the long run. It seems expensive, but these 40s are cheap. So I'm just dropping the 40s, and then I'm going to adjust things, you know, along the way later. Let's see. I'm going to add the bristles in here. Hopefully it will drop on this empty slot. See? Boom. Okay, that's 1 probability to go into the talent. Abandon. Adding. All right. All right. See, it's going to the talent. Wow. Kind of surprising there. Woo. Wow. Crazy. Wow. Man, the game, they wanted to get their coins. They're purposely doing this, maybe. See, the probability to land in here. So how much coins do I got? I'll do 1 more. And let's see. All right. See, he's dropping into that arrogance. They kind of want it. Wow, it's crazy. All right. All right. So, you know what? I'll do 1 more. If it doesn't drop in here, then I'm going to risk the 2-star because I don't want to keep spending 40 in here. All right. So I'm going to try to do the 2-star now. So this is pretty scary at the same time. So I'm going to drop the 2-star hoping that it will not drop into the arrogance because now I have a higher probability in here. I technically have, let's see. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 slots in here. So I don't know if my math is correct, but basically you do 100 divided by 6. So I have about 16% chance on dropping into the talent in here. So let's just go and quickly learn this one. And you can see, boom, dropping it onto the right spot where I need it because I lowered the probability of the dropping into the talent. And this is how you break the game. Boy, this is it, man. We got to do a little bit of thinking into the game and how to break the game. This is it, man. So if you follow this method that I'm doing, you do spend a little bit of coins. You regen, you spend a little bit of those 40s that, you know, somewhat relevant, and you're going to securely drop these, you know, 2 stars in here. And especially if you have a 3-star, it would be devastating if you know, don't do this technique that I'm sharing to you guys, which is completely free. So you got to hit like, you got to subscribe, and maybe support us more because I'm trying to help you guys out and here to succeed in Call of Dragons. You can see, man, you're not going to waste money in here. With this method, I'm saving you money into the game. And I've wasted so much already by not knowing this method. So I'm going to click save now. All right. Boom. There we go. This is how you securely do this thing. This is how you do it, guys. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right. So this is a 2-star skill. All right. So this is a 2-star skill. And I will tell you guys how much this is. So this thing is 2-star skill. All right, so that is, I believe, was about 14,000. Where is that? Where is that skill? Oh, it might not show me over here this time. We will have to go into the shop and go into 2-star. All right, so everything should be 2-star, and that thing that we bought is 14,000. How much is 14,000? 14,000 coins technically is going into the shop. Go to the market in here. 14,000 coins. All right, that is more than $50 in here. So I am saving you, let's just say about $60 worth. So I'm just saving you guys about $60 worth by doing this. And we spend how many? 40? Not even a lot. So maybe we spend you know, $5 max of those 40s that we just did. I don't know, it was maybe, or $10. But if you lose, that $60 is still a lot. And whatever 40s that we have spent in the game, it's something that we have just captured from these pets and sold. So some of those inherited skills that we got, and when we release it, we sold it, and that's how you can do it. And that's how you're gonna save the money here in Call of Dragons War Pets. I think I broke the system in here. You gotta try it. You gotta let me know. And if it works, you gotta share it. Bet? You gotta share it. That's a deal. You gotta share this to everyone so we can save everyone money on Call of Dragons War Pets. And that's how we break the game's system. So I'm gonna do the same thing in here with you know, my future pets in here. I have this thing called 3-star forceful exuberance. So this is actually perfect. I can add this one and drop it anywhere in here, but I'm not gonna touch my 3-star until I get a 2-star talent minimum. So I'm just gonna bank on these 3-star. I'm not gonna add them yet. My 1-star will get 1-star or 2-star, but they are not getting 3-star talent. But I'm just very, very happy. We practiced to legendary, and then we were able to drop the freaking, wow, terrible arrogance 2-star. You know, I still need to work on to the luck in here, but you guys can be successful with this method now. Now, a quick end disclaimer in here. Before you guys all get your hopes up, some of you guys will do this trick, and behold, it will land into your talent. Because as I've mentioned, this is a probability game. I'm never saying that this is 100% guaranteed, but the more skills that you have inputted into your skill slots, the lower the probability that you can land into that talent. So if you have an 8 skill slot with 7 skills inputted in there, you can then lower the probability of landing into your talent. So now when I have to work onto the skills of the Berserk Phaedrake, I will then not want to drop into my arrogance and as well as terrible arrogance. So now my probability of putting a new skill into my pet now will have a lower probability to where I will want it, because now I have 2 skills where I don't want it to be replaced. So basically what I'm gonna have is these 2 is gonna add up, is going against you now. So let's say I'm gonna add a new skill in here that I want. My probability on being successful now will be this is 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? So what did we say with 6? So 100 divided by 6, so that's 16%. So basically you do 16 times 2, so 32%. That you don't want to get that 32% because it can land into this, but you still have basically roughly about 68% to land on the spots that you want. The more the skills that you land, or the more skills that you add where you needed it to be, let's say I'm already complete in here and I had 1 more slot where I need to fill it, it's gonna be harder to land onto that spot. So as you progress with your pet, like at the best of where you're nearing to the end of finishing up all the skills that you needed in your pet, it's gonna be harder to drop because it's a probability game. And without understanding on how the probability works, you're going to fail. And we failed a lot in this game. Like we wasted so much in live stream to learn, to show to you guys So I've spent a lot of my money. Like, these are my money that I spend. All right, I spend my hard-earned money to show to you guys on how many of these things works. This is hard-earned that I do for making these videos in here. And when you guys watch the advertisement, it definitely helps me out significantly to keep on continuing to support us becoming a member. Helps us to keep continuing creating videos. Watching our other videos as well helps us significantly. For me to help you, you gotta help me as well. All right, so I did a waste of so much in here, which is on the, I think it's on the lizard or the sand lizard. I think it was on the sand lizard maybe. But there's one pet in here that I wasted so much money on. Oh no, this one, the ice lizard. I kept adding things. But if I knew this trick, I tried to add a two-star or 1-star forceful. No, I tried to add a 1-star forceful ice core, and it kept landing onto the resonance. But if I learned the trick of adding more, skills in here, I would have increased my probability on not landing into the resonance and as well as into the ice core. So there's that. So that's one of the things to kind of mention here to you guys, is just learning the probability. And I'm gonna make a lot of mistakes, and I'm gonna show it to you guys. I'm gonna share it because it's part of the game. I'm not gonna hide my mistakes, and as you guys have seen already, I have videos where I make mistakes and I own up with my mistakes. But this is the part of the process. I'm not perfect. I never claim to be perfect. I never claim to be somebody who is like pro into this. But all I can do is I'm gonna share my journey with you guys on what I do and how I enjoy the game. And hopefully in that manner, in that terms, you get to support us. If you watch this until the end and you have tried this already, please make sure to comment in the comment section again and let us know how it works for you. And like I said, for some of you guys, it will not work. It will land under the talent because that's just the probability of, the situation. But you gotta keep trying. This is the best method. I think this is the only method to do things in here, to implement, to add. I'm losing words in here. My English, I'm running out. English is my second language. So, this is the only way that I can see that you can have a higher probability of placing your skills onto the pet without replacing your talent. Talent is very important. You need the talent for your pet. A pet without a talent is very difficult. I don't like it. I don't keep a pet without a talent except for the free one that we got, like this Berserk Phaedrake. Anyway, good luck to you guys. Hopefully you guys appreciate this. Always leave a comment in our video. It helps us out significantly. Do support all of our videos that we publish in this channel. I'd appreciate it. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Much love. Peace out.